Hey there, it's Patrick, back talking about services that we offer. A big one that we offer is job profiling, and this encompasses quite a large scope of work. Um, we have a very extensive process for helping clients profile jobs, and it probably helps to back up a little bit and explain what that means in the beginning. So, most companies, especially small to medium sized companies, what will generally happen is that they'll have an opening, they'll have a need, they'll need staff, and they will know someone, could be a friend of the family, could be a family member, could be, just somebody in their network that they think is a super solid person, and they want to plug them into the company and make room for them in the company. The challenge with that is that you've essentially started with the person, and now you're going to try to create a role around that person. And depending on the person and the role, that can work, get lucky, or it won't work because that person's not really suited for that role, even though they're a great person and you really like them and you can trust them and you know them well. So we've tried to focus on is starting with the role, not the person. That's a big mantra around here. So we want to work through defining that role in depth. What are the responsibilities of that role? What are the KPIs of that role? What does the day to day of that role look like? And then that day to day will drive kind of the attitudinal traits, the skills, the attributes of a person that be well suited to that role. And then that ties into their aptitude and ability, and then ultimately their personality, style, and communication patterns, and what kind of disc profile they have, and all the different functionalities and details there. So it's a pretty decent sized process. I've taken several clients through it. Unanimously, it's the process, not the result, that really makes the biggest impact on the client. I had a client in Boston who I've done this several times with now for different executive level roles. And every time they just talk through that they're so grateful for the process. And then the results speak for themselves. You get solid players in solid seats that are with you for a long time. Um, there's some people say that hiring is guessing, and we try to do is take as much guesswork out of the hiring process as possible. We do that by clearly defining the role, clearly defining the responsibilities. What does good look like? What are the measurables for success? What are their responsibilities? What traits, attitudinal traits, skills, communication styles, abilities, and all of those functions and pieces all kind of come together to create this profile. We use that information to create what we call a long form job profile. So that is an internal document. Typically, oftentimes we will share it with candidates towards the final stages, but really it's more of an internal document to help the executive team really define what it is that they're looking for. And then through that long form job profile, which came from deep uh, working sessions of trying to determine what's best for the company in this role. Then from that long form job profile, we create a lot of other really great tools. We have an interview cheat sheet, which is something that you would have with you during your interview with potential candidates. Helps you really be focused on what the company needs during the interview. Sometimes our clients find that they get a little wrapped up in the person that they're talking with and whether or not they like them, and they forget to stay focused on if that person's going to be a good fit for the role that we're specifically talking through, especially my more visionary leaders. Visionary leaders really need a process for hiring. Otherwise, they will make emotional decisions around hiring candidates. And sometimes those emotional decisions are not always correct. So they really need a process there to do that. And they really appreciate the process. Some other tools that we'll use we actually help you create a job posting. A lot of companies will simply take their job description and post it on a job board. And really, that's kind of not the way to go, especially in today's market. Candidates want to be wowed. They want to be excited. They want to know more about you and your company and the role than a job description can simply tell them. So we come up with we help you come up with really great job postings that get the right attention that you want from the right type of disc profile and the right type of candidate. And then we also go through the process with you of talking to candidates, interviewing candidates, reviewing videos, giving you pointers, helping you with questionnaires in terms of the types of questions to ask. Lots of surveys. We survey on Obviously disc profile, but I've mentioned that already, but also what motivates these people, what gets them excited, what are their strengths and weaknesses. We have a lot of different survey tools that help you give some clarity on that, including their aptitude and ability to solve problems on the fly. So job profiling is something that we're pretty excited about. It's really great crafting the ultimate profile for a position, finding just the right person, and then seeing them join the team for the long haul. And that's ultimately what you're trying to do. So that's a service that we're quite excited about.